Just kidding, it wasn't muted. Fooled you. We're gonna do some expert level challenges today, dude. I'm gonna get my you know what kicked. Pure chance. We've lost on the boss many times in a row. Instead of thinking like, oh, we don't need to think about it, like, oh, it's just luck. I'm like, we need to have, like, it's like Slay the Spire. We need to tailor our run for the final boss. It's as simple as that. As long as we tailor our run for the final boss and we get there, we should have a better chance of success. But what the heck is round and round? Spells hit random targets and units change spot every turn. When units change spots, I don't want Umbra. I don't know what I want. Units change spot every turn. I will say I kind of like a Stygian accent on this one. Because spells hitting random targets is like insanely great for those big spells that only hit the front line, but sometimes we want them to hit the non-front line. And I think that's exactly why we want Frozen Lance. And then I'm like, I got an idea. What about Hellhorned Scorpion and Queen? Shardtail, there we go. That way we're going to get rally triggers, hopefully, and then she's going to get great stats. Hopefully it doesn't matter where she stands. So we have Seraph, the Temperament. He purges buffs and debuffs? No. Sap? It's one of the two. We should have gotten the Relic first. That's my bad. Rally? Rally? We did get the Rally. Now we need to find a way to keep her alive, but summoning imps frequently should help there. Units get an extra upgrade slot. Or consume cards. Heal your pyre. We're going to take the extra upgrades, because for once we don't have to worry about gold. I got a good feeling about this one. Non-boss enemy units get +4 for a unit draft. I'm okay with this. We need to be able to have at least 3 good all-around units, I think, in order to survive consistently. So I don't mind this, because, oh, she's dying. Just kidding. Just kidding. She's actually crushing it. And then we'll put you up here just in case we get a collector. That's standard operating procedure. Beautiful. Now, what else? We want her to live, so what do? Toss out one of these. She's not only living, she's doing wonderfully. I'll still send you. I don't know what to do with this. Ah! So random targets means it could hit us as well, huh? Pretty not good. 7 damage. This is gonna be spicy, because we lost our best unit by far. Why? Oh, because they shuffle every turn. 13 damage. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, we hit you for 6. This, at first I was like, no problem. Now I'm like, it's impossible. Let's go. Okay, 31. Okay, alright. I think we're gonna kill you. It's kind of sucked, but we only lost 15, which is a little surprising. Vent seems incredibly scary. I think a welder helper could be very useful. We definitely want like a crypt builder, because again, it could hit the unit at the back if we want it. And we want the units have to be able to live, because they're gonna shuffle like crazy. So I really do think the Titan Sentry, and then give the Titan Sentry some kind of attack, and then we're off to the races, so that it can actually accomplish something. Deranged Brute. I had Demon Fiend and Alpha Fiend confused on the last run, didn't I? We have no rage stacks, so I think we will take the Alpha Fiend. But the most important thing I would say is that you need to live long enough to do some damage. I do also think... I know we have a multi-strike here. Multi-strike works really well on the Alpha Fiend. They'll probably die in the next battle or two, but we can really get these units heavily upgraded because the units have an extra upgrade slot. I think that it's less about like we need a front unit and a back unit, and more like we need to make every unit livable on its own terms, you know? So you have 35 HP. I definitely stand by this right here. and I think we don't play the Impling. Now, they're going to rotate. You know what's going to happen, which creates a real problem because you're taking just a ton of damage. We can then summon you up here, which will get 2 kills. And I know you're like, what about down here? Well, down here I don't want to play anything because she's going to live, so I would rather just have them swap. I don't trust the flash freezes. So you're going to live because you've been swapping. This is going to be spicy because you're going to be at the front next. We need to stop doing this on the low capacity floor. I think that's like idea number 1. Now, you getting some extra armor is sick. You're gonna die. That's beautiful. Let's put a train steward on the top. I feel pretty good about this right now. I definitely think there's something to be said for the fact that I don't think we could play this because it's gonna target a random unit. It's like way too scary for me. What are we drawing next turn? Are we drawing an imp? We are. So I'm gonna save that imp as a human shield because you're gonna be up at the front. An imp shield, I guess. I think we're just gonna do this. I know it looks a little wonky, but because I'm already a zany guy, I think that having a zany challenge, it kind of gets counter-zaned. You know what I mean? I think that there's a positivity here. Armor 5, again, I don't really want it because it seems like I don't want to put it on enemies. I still think the Crypt Builders are sick. We would like some discardability for sure. Now, what do we want? We want unit upgrades. Thankfully, it also comes with Pyre Health. Another multi-strike on you is kinda sick. I'm not gonna deny it. But oh, and then I was just gonna say, we need you to live. And the Hearthstone is gonna do some great work there. So now this Alpha Fiend is becoming pretty awesome. I will leave rather than lose any Pyre Health. I don't want that to be the reason we die here. So I think our Alpha Fiend by themselves is not so bad. But... We've got work to do. Where's our low capacity floor? It's the bottom again. We only have 2 good floors. So we're gonna do it like this. Frostbite at the back. So that they swap next turn in a way that's good for us. Then this is great because we also have a floor where we can play spells without them targeting our own units. Ah, now we're thinking. Alright, so there's some easy-ish plays here. Like, I think we love a Molting Imp just to get out in front of this one. And then, we should... I know why you wouldn't do this, but I like the Alpha Fiend up at the front, on the bottom, I should say, because they're going to get the attack triggers as often as possible. And then we can... do this. I like this more, because now we block 20, and then we'll swap next turn, and they'll block 1 more. So I'm a big fan of that, honestly. I am. And rather than take a bunch of damage, let's just have that come out. Now, I will say I don't expect our Frostbite tank to get up to too much. You know, we can't always guarantee they're going to be up at the front, I guess is what I'm getting at. I don't really think there's much point in summoning like two train stewards up at the top just to get bodied, but I guess it does allow us to get 1 train steward out there and live, and we'll hold on to everything else because we don't want to hit our own units with spells. As long as we got it under control, we don't want to hit our own units with spells. Again, we don't mind this. We mind this a great deal, actually. Okay, so our queen will be killed. Not good. But our Frostbite tank is still solid, and this guy, I mean, what can you say? He's already doing 400 damage. I guess we will just skip the rest. I mean, they're dead, okay. So again, I think we gotta make the units the jacks of all trade. So the Alpha Fiend is fine. I don't know. Really? We've never made this work? I don't know, because I don't want to Frostbite myself. I'm not sure we need another one of these, but I'd rather just dupe our existing Alpha Fiend. Honestly, I think that's a skip, as bizarre as it sounds. We need the energy to be able to cast our high damage spells somewhat, I guess. Again, free relic is good. And the removal of trash also got some pretty solid advantages there. But I think doubling this Alpha Fiend is a huge play. And then if we could get some spells that give armor, but then we gotta guarantee that they give armor to the right to the right unit. So I don't know. On the bright side, we have 2 Alpha Fiends, so if 1 Alpha Fiend dies, we're okay. You enter with Spikes 4 for an artifact. I think we can turn that on. I think I got the right philosophy. Our units being sapped when they come out is bad for Alpha Fiend, for sure. Yeah, full stop. It's not good. You have to get played. Taking 22. 13, it's a little better. You are going to go up to the top floor. I don't know, dude. I still like the idea of having a middle floor or a bottom floor where we can play spells without them targeting us. This is like, let's just say it, we're very lucky. And I wish we could fit a second Alpha Fiend, but the time is not right yet. So I think we'll do this just in case we can kill some haste units in the future. I think we want to play our Frostbite tank at the back in the hopes that they move up to the front. I don't know. We should really learn the pattern there. So you're going to die to spikes, which means we need to kill a unit. You're also having a problem. We don't really care about you, but you're having a big problem. My take is try this. And this. You're not dying. That's what's most important. Then I'm like, I'd love this to hit. You're still dying. I was kind of hoping it would hit the Alpha Fiend, although they would die as soon as spikes came off anyway. So you guys are still living up here. That's wonderful news. We can't play Crypt Builder on this floor because it could kill our Demon Fiend, which would admittedly be hilarious. But not what we're looking for. So we want you to get hit here, which is nice. Now, this floor is just an absolute disaster. It's actually pretty okay. We have to give the armor to our champ. I can't believe that worked out well. We had to give the armor to our champ, because if we put the imp at the front, she would still die to spikes. Remember, we are doing this for a relic. It's not like we're just doing it for our own haha fun time. We're just outputting as much damage as we can. Yeah, this is the play. It hit, I'll take it. Alright, so Alpha Fiend, how long you living? For 2 attacks, 255? 3 attacks? We can't afford to play. It's such a huge whiff if it misses. I don't know if we can afford to play anything. I don't know, are we gonna... I don't think we're getting the kill on you here, though. I'm worried because this would take 1 extra... Oh, you know what? So I'm just trying to... Can I hit... I can play this. And if it hits me, it doesn't minimize the damage dealt. Okay. But if I play this, if it hits me... 3 damage, Frostbite 8, we will do a lot less damage. I don't think that's worth the risk. Crypt Builder, I'm torn. For sure. I think our champ is going to get us there. Wrong. It had to be played. I don't know, I'm just like, maybe if I drag it over top of them, it'll work better. We made it. We got a relic out of it. What is that? Enemy units enter with Frostbite 2. That actually seems very sick. Sorry, that's not me defecating. I'm just rubbing a Kleenex on the desk for whatever reason. I think another imp that gives energy is fine. This does say sap 2 to enemy units. I don't know if it would work like that, though. I think we want... I don't know what we want. I honestly... I think we want to keep upgrading units as much as possible. Friendly units get +3 or an imp per turn. I mean, the extra HP is actually super nice. But I think an imp per turn as a human shield is great. We'd love to add extra capacity. If this was like a capacity event, that would be awesome. I'll pay 25 coins. I'll pay 25 coins. I'll pay 25 coins. I'll pay 25 coins. I'll pay 5 health. Consume cards deal 30 damage to the front enemy unit. Not loving it. I am like, what about an endless welder helper, dude? I think that actually seems super useful to apply armor to units while we have no heals. And then an extra 25 on the Titan Sentry is always going to do something. I'm just happy that we also have the Frostbite tank doing some damage every turn. I think we... Armor on means pyre health will go down. So we want to avoid that. So what do? It's so simple. Leave your bottom floor wide open. Why? Because then you can play spells there. These guys are going to die to Frostbite anyway. So then you can play spells down there. So I think we love you up there. We can fit you up there. We're definitely taking capacity next because I think 2 Alpha Fiends on the same floor could be a play for us. There's a couple of different ways to run this. I do think we do this. Because he's going to get it anyway. And then I'm like, I don't know. It was worth a try. Did not work the way I wanted it to work, but that's okay. So right now we can't fit 2 Alpha Fiends on the same floor. I think because our capacity is jank, I think we do put you down here. I do think we follow up with this. We want you to tank up this first hit. We want to get as many rally triggers up on the top as possible. This looks okay for now, but it could start to go wrong pretty soon. We do want a Frostbite tank up at the front. It's not going to get a kill. You're going to hit our pyre 1 time. I can definitely live with this. I think it's fair to say we want energy. I'm looking at this now and I'm like, you know what? Rage. It's doing some serious damage. Can't fit... Oh, we can fit 1 more unit? We will then. And then this is playable, but I choose not to because it's a little risky. Okay. Dude, the Frostbite 2 is actually super helpful. So I would say we want armor on you. We don't have any consume spells, so not loving that too much. You could play it, but I think, again, the risk of it hitting you is high enough to not be stoked. So I think we're actually doing a great job right now. I'm very pleased with the way this looks. We should be okay. I'd love to rally a little up here, but there's really nothing we can do. I mean, we could play an imp. I kind of would rather have it to play it later as a human shield. 8 turns of stealth is really bad. How much stealth are you losing? 1, 2, 3. You're losing 4 stealth, I think. This is where things get spicy. Every unit we play is extra stealth off. But I'm like, what do we ascend? We actually, but if it hits you, we lose out on 4 turns of stealth being eradicated. I don't think we can play it. So I think we literally just play these. And we don't play this because it's too spicy. I think we're getting rid of 5 turns of stealth, actually. Yeah, so you have 3 remaining. You're taking 1 damage from you. This is where you'd like your welder helper to get out there. I am like, you know what? I needed it to hit you. I needed it to hit you. Okay, we still did do the 60 damage there. Honestly, this next floor is set up the way we want it to be. You're taking 319. 243. We probably just lost, but I think we were going to lose anyway. We'll run that one back. But it's quite hard. Just run it back. Like, that's not an easy run. I do kind of... But I'm like, you know what? Spells have random targets. Actually, the Stygian's not the way you go. I think you go Awoken, so you have heals. And if the heal hits the wrong unit, it's way less catastrophic. What's your... Okay, you purge buffs and debuffs. So you purge regen, which is bad, but... I think we want to daze units if possible. I still love the rally, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I still love the rally, I think. But I really think we just pivot Stygia into Awoken. Because then if you have a heal and it hits an enemy, if it hits an enemy that has 2 HP, what do you care? You're gonna one-shot them anyway. If it hits an enemy that has more than 2 HP, it's still kind of like big whoop. It's not that big of a deal, is what I'm trying to say. I think we're okay. Like, I think we at least learned something on that last episode that's going to benefit us in the future. So, I mean, I love this. We don't need to play this there if we could get away with something else. We would. We'd rather play a Train Steward. Don't need to really play anything else. Are we drawing imps next turn? No. In that case, we will put... I'm like... Let's put an imp here and then hope that this shuffles in a good direction for us. Shuffled fine. You're taking 54 damage. So a Glimmer's great, unless it kills all of our imps. Seemed to work. And then I'm like, I don't know. I think you'd probably just let this one simmer. Seems like we're going to be okay. I wouldn't even Glimmer on this, I think. I'm like... Because I'm worried about Restore, right? But I'm... Like, what if you just play your Restores here? It might buy you 1 extra turn. It definitely won't, for the record. There you go. So, once we lose our champ, we run out of steam. But this is to be expected. Because, like... You know... We don't have any other units that except imps. So, again, these are tough. Glimmer might work. I mean, if it says friendly and enemy, I'm going to assume that it hits friendly and enemy. Not that it'll do a coin flip, but I honestly don't know. So we want units that do everything. I think that means we want unit upgrades right off the bat, even if I normally would take Awoken here. Dude, we could make a Consumer of Crowns work here. We don't really want it to be endless, but a reroll won't give us enough. We really want it to have more HP. So I do think for now, an Endless Welder Helper is just better. And I think we don't upgrade our other units. We save our money instead. Hold on, I got an important message to respond to. Hey, just in the middle of something. We'll get back to you in just a bit. It's not urgent. Enemy units enter with armor 10. If we play Consumer of Crowns, then we won't care. Consumer of Crowns takes up 3 space. Can we fit you? This will take us to 2-7. This will take us to 1-4. Still tough to play. Still tough to play. But here's what I think. I think you should set up like this. Get the strong rally going, and then hope that we have some imps remaining when Consumer of Crowns comes back around. It's not like an ideal floor for us, for the record, but there we go. We're protecting the imps. That's good stuff. You are putting a lot of trash in my deck. I don't respect that. Honestly, keep as many imps alive as possible. This next floor is going to suck like a son of a gun, though. I don't think we're going to play a Consumer of Crowns. But I also don't think our Pyre is going to take too much damage. Possibly. Possibly. I do love the backline units being forced to move up to the front. That's mighty helpful. Like, okay, let me run it through. I hit you for 5. Boom. You go down to 7. 2 hits, you're dead. You're dead. You get hit a little bit more. I'm just trying to figure out what's better. I think this does a better job of... Nope, does not do a better job of hitting that unit. So we're not going to get to play Consumer of Crowns, for the record. So this might have just cost us our whole run to turn this on. On the other hand, that helps out a lot. I don't know. Oh my god, we lived. Okay. Alright, good. Easy, easy. Skip him. Nope. Yeah, this is still good. So I would say for now we absolutely need to go Pyre Health. It's really hard for us to play the Consumer of Crowns, so we'll go Pyre Health. Rage does not decay. We need to draw, I think. If we could maybe draw Imps, we might be able to get where we're going. Honestly, hear me out. I think we gotta go Vengeful Shard, which might give us the ability to play Consumer of Crowns early, because we should have 4 energy. I don't know, man. We're gonna work on it. So you have Rage 2, and you apply armor to yourself on Slay, which we would really like to avoid, but we do have a lot of 1-cost Imps in our deck. You're gonna hit, so we'll set up here. Cost this. You still cost 4. But the good news is, if only we didn't discard our hand, things would be real sick. We gotta play an Alpha Fiend at the bottom, I think. We do have 5 energy instead of 4, so that's really good. I might have made a mistake there. I hope I didn't know. You get armor on Slay. You're getting armor no matter what. We do want the Alpha Fiend to die, but we also want as many rally triggers as possible. Okay, so there's plays here. One of you got dazed. That's basically all we could ask for. The longer our champ lives, the better. You're not dying, which is already a good start. That's pretty big. You're not getting the kill on the imp with the boss, which is also big. Draw. It's not that bad. Again, the restore means more on my on us than it does on them. So these are like, it's low risk, low reward. Low risk, high reward. That's what I mean. That's a gimme. That had to be done. Now I'm like, how many? We got a lot of imps out there. Definitely a part of me that's like, you know what? Summon 2 of these sons of guns back here. Consumer of Crown could be coming pretty soon. Could be coming pretty soon. We're happy with that. Oh my god, you are getting the Slay trigger, which is bad. But our champ is kind of pogging out. You're not getting a Slay trigger, which also owns, for the record. That ain't Consumer of Crowns. You're gonna live to do damage to our Pyre, but there's not much we can do about it. Glimmer is just is more guaranteed than the regen, I think, which is why you gotta send it. Okay, we are on final wave. So this is where you want Consumer of Crowns. Right now, this son of a gun costs 10. Hold on. Hold on! You're taking 35 damage. Restore works basically nowhere. Whatever. You're taking 35. Honestly, I think you daze on this floor. Whatever happens, happens. We can't play the Consumer. This raises some serious concerns about how we're going to beat the boss. You do get 25 armor on Slay, huh? So in my world, there's like a pretty big temptation to like put you up a floor, because you will live through an extra attack. I actually think that's how you do it. So we shouldn't have, at the same time, I wanted to draw. You're dead! Are you kidding me? We did it, dude! You see the X, you stop playing. Alright, alright. Somehow we made it through there. Now I know you're gonna be like, oh man, what about quick though? Here's the thing, quick applying to an enemy doesn't matter because they're already quick. I hope. A unit is important. Can we make Thorned Hollow work? I think we're gonna try at least. We need energy. We always need energy, but we need energy to play Consumer of Crowns. Alright. We need unit upgrades. The train stewards have got to go. As soon as we start to be able to play Consumer of Crowns, the world is gonna it's gonna fade into focus. I don't think that's how focus works, but now I'm putting a lot of trust in you, okay? I do think we reroll. An extra 25 on the Alpha Fiend to live longer is valuable. You having spikes by default is valuable. I don't know how long you're gonna live, quite frankly. We definitely want the rally to just get better. We don't want to necessarily kill the imps. So this is really where I think we're in a local minimum. No. And I think we can pull out on the way up. Like, I think we can get things moving in the right direction. No Consumer of Crowns is what we like to see. Now, do we set up our Shard Tail on the bottom? We could get some rally triggers there, but I think it's the wrong way to go. I think you do that. Let me love you up here. We don't mind. We don't mind that. We can fit a Consumer of Crowns. This is like the greatest day of my life. I just need to figure out where we're gonna put it. Multi-strike 1 is disgusting here. Now you would absolutely crush with quick. It really doesn't matter if it hits an enemy. I'm just like, so is it really a 1 in 5 chance? I think it hit the imp. I think it's worth a try, because I was like, what else are you gonna do? You're gonna glimmer for a couple of extra spikes? Like, if it works, sure, you're loving life, but, or I mean, not if it works, but it does give you a tangible benefit, but like, without being too rude, so what? It's a tangible benefit that's so small as to be like imperceptible. I wouldn't play Tiresome Climb here. I wouldn't do you the disservice. So we're loving the rallies here, for sure. Honestly, I'd play you at the back. That way you'll be at the front for the next wave, which might matter. We don't slash can't put a train steward anywhere. I don't know. You might as well block a shot as well. All right, so it's definitely working much more smoothly. Honestly, you might want to put the welder helper up here. We want you to be at the back and then I don't know. It doesn't. Why wouldn't you put it on? Yeah, we should have put it at the back. That's just silliness. I refuse to apply Daze 2. We will get another rally trigger. You're dead on the first floor. So it is possible we overthought this a little bit. We also got away with this without playing a Demon Fiend, which is surprising. I don't know if we can play a Demon Fiend the way our floors are set up right now, though. I think we can make important work. I think we can make important work. I'm just joking. I'm not joking. I'm referencing a song. You know it. I know it. We all know it. Here, I don't think we can play a duplicated Consumer of Crowns. I think we want gold to prepare for our next shop. At the start of turn, the front friendly unit on each floor gains +5. I think we really like that, even more so than hurting units when you heal. Duplication's real weird here. Like, the Consumer of Crowns is a plausible duplication. Even just to draw it twice as quickly. The only other thing that really works is Glimmer, honestly. I don't know. Like, I think it's going to be a dead draw in a lot of circumstances, but when it's not a dead draw, it's going to be like a hydrogen bomb. So, I think that there's value there. I think we can live with spikes, for sure, for a good cause. So, a Consumer of Crowns immediately, not what you want. This, I mean, maybe this is a good reason that there's a second one in the deck. Still not going to be able to get you out, but now we do have an imp out for the future in case we draw it next turn. So we have 6 energy. We still can't get a Consumer of Crowns out there. That hurts. That's the kind of thing that'll keep you up at night. We like it. No matter what, we're not going to be able to do it. 10 damage, 6 damage. We are going to put you out there. We didn't even draw an imp, so we're okay with that. You know what? We should put a Train Steward back here. So we gotta live with the fact that we have no Consumer of Crowns coming to save us. Taking quite a nasty hit here. Man, if only I could fit you. You don't like to see it. Put you at the back. We want the rally trigger for sure. Front units getting HP every turn. We like that. A Glimmer on the bottom floor is kind of your gimme here. I think we like an important work here. So I feel like I'm stating the obvious. You did not sacrifice an imp there. Look, I'm not trying to be like a bad guy or whatever, but I mean, if you think that's an imp, you got another thing coming. Look, I know that spells target random targets. It did say random sacrifice an imp. An imp. Oh no. 6? Why are you dying then? Because you have 4 spikes? Let's go. Well, this definitely presents an issue. I don't know, dude. I'm honestly like, maybe we're better off with like this. But I'm pretty sure our Pyre's dead. I gotta admit, like, I'm a little beaten up over this one. Hey, it's a 0-cost Consumer of Crowns. Not like we could have fit it here anyway. You're still killing our Pyre. Yoink. But yeah, I mean... Oh, you see the spikes? I am a little bit beaten up over that one because I feel like the card lied to me, but that's also in the spirit of the challenge. I'm not going to deny that. But now we know for the future that's a tricky one. We might go back to one we've already done a couple of times to try to make it work, but for now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya!